The Canadian card collector here, and welcome back to day 175 of your daily deck review. And the deck that we're taking a look at today is another one of the Pop playing cards, and this one is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So, with no further ado, take a look, see what we get. Here we have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Pop playing cards here in the slightly extra more glossy finished tuck box here. You got the Nickelodeon logo up here, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles logo here, the Pop logo, playing cards, and then you got ages 3 plus, and then Cardinal there. And then you got that kind of like green Ninja Turtle like comic kind of like style background there, with a little Ninja Turtle kind of like sewer cover behind them. Then you got all the Ninja Turtles there. You got Donatello, Leonardo, Michelangelo, and Raphael there. And on the side, you got all the information again, the Turtles logo, the Pop logo, playing cards, Cardinal, Nickelodeon, and the exact same thing on the other side there. And on the bottom, we just got a little bit of like information there if you want to read. And it's just in the black and white kind of colorway there. On the back, you got a sneak peek of some of the cards there. The 9, the Queen, and the Ace of Hearts. Then you got a little sneak peek of the back design. There's always a mystery Joker in every deck. One of two, there's like 2 different Jokers you can get in each deck. Then you got the same Pop logo, and the Ninja Turtles logo, and Nickelodeon logo there. And the Cardinal logo and a little bit more corporate information and a barcode. On the top, you got the exact same stuff, so it just repeats a lot on this tuck box. Now, if you open the inner tuck flap here, you just got more of that little bit of comic book kind of style there. On the inner tuck flap, it's the exact same thing. Take the cards out of the box. They kind of get stuck in this tuck box. On the inside of the tuck box here, it's just plain white. Nothing too fancy going on inside there. Now that we took a look at the tuck box, time to take a look at the cards. And first we'll start with the back design here. Here we have a borderless one-way back design. So you got the Pop logo right there in the middle, and then the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles logo just down below. And a little bit of corporate information down there. And then if you look right there, it says 2016. So these are from 2016. Then you got that green Ninja Turtles background with all the turtles there, kind of like a comic book style. And these are one-way back design, so if you flip them over, the Pop logo and the Turtles logo would be upside down. Now for the cards you get with the deck, and we might get to see, oh no, we're just starting with the Ace of Spades first. Here, we got the Ace of Spades here, and it says Pop, and then the Turtles down there. And then you got Shredder for the Ace of Spades. Then you got that kind of comic book kind of style little page behind him there. Then you got more. Then you got all the turtles and like different characters on each card here. And then you got those like slightly custom but normal style kind of looking spades there. And you got like Michelangelo, Raphael, Donatello, Leonardo. You got April O'Neil. You got another Donatello, and then you just got more of the turtles repeating there with like their little weapons that they have. And the core cards here, Jack, Queen, and King of Spades here. You got Splinter this time, the new one, Splinter, for the King. You got another April here, for the Queen. And then you got Jack, you got a foot soldier there. And then for the rest of the cards, that I'm pretty sure all the characters repeat on each card and within these Pop playing cards here. You got the same like background with the characters, so you got Shredder again. Yeah, they just repeat, so I'm just gonna quickly go through them again. All the characters just same like images repeat on each card here. We'll just quickly go through all those again, because we don't really need to take too much time looking at them again. The clubs are pretty as normal clubs, and the hearts were pretty much normal hearts there. Then for the diamonds here, pretty normal style looking diamond. And then the last card, 2 cards in the deck, is we get like a little bit like a holographic, kind of like the Joker is a holographic green colorway. And then you got one of the 2 bad guys. I forget their names because I haven't watched Turtles in a minute. Rocksteady? There's Rocksteady and Bebop. So this is Rocksteady, I think. Yeah, you got 2 of Rocksteady. And then Bebop, would be the other Joker, I'm assuming. So we got two of the Bebops there. Now that we took a look at the cards, time to test the handling. And first we'll start with the springs. And before I get to this, these are slightly plastic coated. Like a little bit of like a plastic coating over top of it. So we'll start with the springs. They're slightly a bit thicker spring, but not as thick as I was expecting. Like stiff. But they're still definitely stiff, like they're kind of hard to spring. And they kind of slightly stick together. They're definitely not going to be like the smoothest handling cards. But the springs aren't terrible, because you can still spring them, as you can see. But they're definitely stiff. Now time for the fans. And you can already notice a little bit of what's happening here. You got some nice colorful fans with all the characters on here. But the fans, yeah, they're not, definitely not the best here. They're not terrible, but they're definitely not like super like consistent and smooth. They're getting a little bit better. More I do it, but like they're kind of clumpy and sticking together. So we can, so the fans aren't the best, but they still fan. Like they still, you can still spread them. And I like the little touch of all of them being like different color, like the characters on the edges. It makes for like an interesting style fan there. But now time for the Pharaoh. And I already know how this is gonna go. Well, for the Pharaohs, yep, this is just as I expected. I had to push the cards together to get them to interlock and weave. They didn't interlock and weave too bad, not flawlessly, but not terrible there. Now for a giant fan of the back design. A decent giant fan there, not the best, but not terrible. Now time for the reverse Pharaoh. And the exact same thing, I had to like push them and shuffle them together to get them to interlock and weave. And they didn't really interlock and weave that good, as you can see all the different, all the spaces there. But now time for a giant fan of the faces. Got a nice colorful giant fan there. Now time for the riffle shuffle or bridge shuffle. And this is where the back designs will get all mixed up. Okay, if I can actually get a good fan, like a good riffle shuffle to get going there, because all the cards aren't interlocking. So let me just go slower, I guess. There. It feels like a pretty smooth, like, riffle. Or like a bridge, I guess. Riffles aren't smooth, because I can't get them to interlock together. But when I bridge it up, the bridges are pretty smooth. But the riffle part is not so much. Because they won't interlock like the last couple. Just don't want to interlock. So, riffle shuffles and bridge shuffles are possible. But they just take a little bit of getting used to with this, because I can't even like get like one good one. There we go. We got a good one there. And that felt actually pretty smooth for the one we like actually get. Well, anyways, because I'm not gonna continue trying to get those to work. I got one of them to work, and it felt pretty smooth. So if you can actually get them to work, it felt decently smooth there. Now time for a few packet cuts. Well, I was gonna say the cards are kind of like sticky, and they would stick together for good packet cuts. When I was doing them, they did stick a little bit, but they were a little bit more slippery than I expected them to be. Like they're kind of like sliding in my hands a little more than I expected. But they still do like stick together a little bit with that little plastic coating on top. You get some good packet cuts. They do packet cut pretty good, but they are a little bit slippery at points. Now time for the one-handed cut, or surely a cut, or not. They're definitely kind of slippery. They just all fell over the table here. Gather them back up and try that again. Now time for the dribble. And I gotta say, these dribbles aren't the smoothest dribbles at all. As you can see, they kind of just want to keep like flying all over the place. They kind of keep like clumping together and like sticking to my fingers and like sliding out, kind of fling out. You can kind of dribble them, but they want to just like shoot out every time. They just like fly. So not the smoothest dribbles out there. Now time for the spread fan. And lastly, spread the cards on the table. Well, I gotta say, this deck is definitely interesting, to say the least. So you got the back design here, which is a simplistic, like, one-way back design. Not the best kind of, like, style kind of back designs here. I'm not, like, a huge fan of one-way back designs. Some one-way back designs I can get used to, but this one's just, like, not the best. With the two logos there, just not my thing here. Then you got the face cards here, which are probably the best point of the deck here, with all the different like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles characters here, with all the four turtles, and then you got one of the bad guys for then you got one of the bad guys for the Jokers there, and the core cards here, you got some of the enemies there, like the foot soldiers, and one of the cards had like Splinter on it, and then April O'Neil. So you got the characters there, and we got Shredder there for the aces. So overall, the character kind of like the images are nice. So if you're a fan of Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I would, I could say you could pick this up and add it to your collection. Or if you're a fan of Pops, like the Funko Pops, then you can also add this to your collection as a little extra kind of like collectible. It's mostly a collectible because if you're looking for a great quality deck of cards, I would not recommend this for like the quality and handling. It's mostly just like a little collectible kind of deck. You can use it, you can definitely use it for card games and stuff, but like the shuffling and handling, not the best for that. But card games and collecting wise, it's nice. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed. This has been day 175 of a daily deck review. This has been the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Pop playing cards, and I'm the Canadian Card Collector signing out. That's the video. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.